with my, try to catch up with my, catch up with my. The shorty was a good sign, despite of everything I saw. It's slowing down time, changing all the laws. Try to catch it with my hands, so that I can take it home. Hoping I can keep it when I'm there, when you go. Try to catch it with my, catch it with my, try to catch it with my. Sometimes fast and sometimes slow, they'll fall into the ground. Dance around in circles, and I catch them with my mouth. It softens all the noises, it softens all the things. Everything is wild. So I kiss you with my hand, try to hard make it stay. In the end it melts away. Try to catch it with my, so I catch it with my hand, try to hard make it stay. In the end it melts away.
Hey, everybody. Welcome. Thanks for joining me. Smash that like button. What is up? How you doing? Let me get some more lights in here. So lots to talk about in terms of an action plan of some sorts for Peetz and whatnot. Hey, Deb W, Jack T, Nolaboo, the Rob, what's up? We have also Dynamite. Hey there, Martha. We also have Miss Martha is in the house. Hi there, Ami. What's up? We got Ftishio, what's up? We got Flordea, we got Tawanda, we got MJ, we got Edna Online, we got Gemini, and we got Manda. Mary, hi there, thanks for modding, appreciate it. Also, we got Kenzie, Nolaboo, Jackie H, Blondie, A Fish, and everybody else just coming in. Digital Southpaw, good morning. Dan again, how's up? How are you doing? Hey, Beaker. Thank you for loving the hat. Something different, as you can see. Hey, Lindsay, Abby W, what's up? Cowboy Dog, and everybody else. So, yeah, Peetz is in a situation. If you didn't see, Foodie Beauty did post on her community tab about an hour ago, and it's very telling and troubling in terms of Peetz's situation. So, let me put that up on my screen. I'm going to share my screen and then we're going to talk about it. So, here we go. Done and done. So she says Pete's had been evicted. Where LMAO stop the nonsense drama? Can some bright person please explain to me how it is my responsibility to house and take care of a grown man I am not married to forever? Does that sound logical to you? Hey, silent witness. I'll repeat it again. She says, can some bright person please explain to me how it is my responsibility to house and take care of a grown man I am not married to forever? Does that sound logical to you? It doesn't sound logical. That's why I was saying that Pete's the ride is over. What are the odds? Hey, Susie side. What are the odds that she's gonna pay for the rent for December? And even if she wants to pay, her husband does have say in where the monies go to. So that's also another thing. Yeah, her husband will have say. So what is gonna happen with this entire situation? What's gonna happen with Pete's? I would say Pete's, get in touch with your brother, get in touch with your mother, make a game plan to either rent the place out either now or as soon as you figure out that she's not gonna pay the rent, either December or January or February. Exactly, Blondie. She even said that months ago that she would support him forever because he was the one supporting her when she didn't have much money. He'd be paying all the bills and she'd be running up his credit cards and he didn't protest much. He just paid it. So she was given back. Now come a month and a week, she found a guy, she married a guy. Now Pete's is done and over with. The irony in all of that, and can I even say irony? Because it's like we been knew a guy in her life would, change up her attitude. Kenzie Alexa says eviction notice will be coming his way soon. Ftisha says, I feel sorry for Pete's. I do too. Hey, Kelly Wade, did I say hello? Dynamite says she's the one who forced him into the situation and beginning making him quit his job and use his credit. Exactly. Use his credit, quit his job. Telling him she'll drive him to work every day. Telling him she'll be cooking meals for him. Thus was the agreement. Now look what has happened. Why isn't any of this being done? Were meals being cooked in the house? Seldomly, maybe once in a while. Were Was she driving him to work? Well, he started working from home. Does Canada, Ontario have any safety nets for a situation like Pete's? Yeah, there's Ontario Works Welfare. That's the safety net. He doesn't have a job. He can get a certain amount per month to given to him every month until he finds a job. So he can move back to Cornwall or you can move somewhere in Ottawa, rent a room. Room for rent in Ottawa, or maybe I should say Cornwall. Yeah, he needs to rent a room. Okay, here we go. There's a room in Ottawa, $700 to rent this one room. What else is there? There's a one bed, one bath. Is this like a basement in Barhaven? $12.50. Okay, there you go. There's $12.50 right there in Barhaven. There's a few places that he could rent a room for. He could rent a room for $600. The rest goes to meals until he can prop himself up. There are options out there, but he might just not like them. But what can he do? Tawana says she even said I owe him for paying all my debts. Yes. Hey, Catacorn. What's up? Afish said, but he should have advocated for himself even when she initially ran up his credit. and he should be now. Yeah, the advocation is very lacking, especially with the stream from last night. Good morning, Harlow. What's up? Smash that like button, everybody. I'd appreciate it. Hey, JG. How you doing? Thanks for working and listening. Sunshine and Chaos says she always chooses to respond by saying the exact wrong things. Yeah, like how can you be so cold to Peetz? Like, should she take care of a grown man she's not married to forever? Well, technically, no. But then she was the one who said she would be taking care of him. So that just shows you how little her words are worth if you are going to say you're going to take care of this guy. And then, Peetz will always live with you. She's even said that forever, live with you. But then, look, her situation has changed. Now Peetz is out. Thank you, JG. Appreciate it. Hey, runs in circles. So all it takes is a guy to come in her life, and then her outlook on Peetz has flipped literally a 180. Before, it's Peetz and I forever. I don't see myself living without Peetz. Peetz, Peetz, Peetz. Now she has a 6'2", almost 6'3", tall, bearded, handsome man in her life. That's her husband. Now Peetz is done and out. So if I were Peetz, at least the place is in my name. Start renting the place out. Move the stuff out. Do something. You can't just stay there. Hey, Binky. Good morning, Binky T. She has flip-flopped so many times. Exactly, Chris La. All over the place, flip-flopping. If Tisha says, to be honest, I am completely done with Foodie Beauty. Her channel is too negative and full of drama, and this last arc is boring. I think all reaction channels should stop streaming her videos. If only that were the case, Tisha. But, whenever there's money involved, people will keep streaming and keep making videos. P.S. says, listening and watching her yesterday, she would join ISIS if Salah told her so. She is terrible. Yeah. And immature, yeah, exactly. He never got EI. Is it too late for him to apply? I'm actually not even sure because that was one of the things he should have applied for. The other thing he should have applied for was the CERB. The CERB and CRB. Let me check the CRB application deadline because that was one of the things that would have helped him. Okay, the last day to apply was December 22nd, 2021 for the Canada Recovery Benefit. So if you don't know what that is, that was the Canadian government was propping the economy up by giving a stipend to people who qualified through application of every 2 weeks. I think wasn't it originally like every month you would apply, then it started to be like every 2 weeks. And that propped up the economy so that our economy wouldn't collapse. Hey, Nut Salsa. And so there were people who told Peetz maybe you should apply for the CRB in case, maybe save up some money, but he just didn't. Furthermore, all that eating out, all that takeout, ordering McDonald's and having it delivered for like 30, 40, 50, $60, that adds up. That could have been saved. Him ordering from Sweet Daddy instead of walking his booty down to the corner of the street where there is, I believe it's the Esso. If it's not the Esso, it's the Petro. It literally is just down the hill and at the corner. He lives practically at the intersection of where the Esso is. Or is it a Petro? Let me check. It is a Petro and an Esso. So there's both an Esso and a Petro. Esso on one side, Petro on the other. Those are both gas stations. And it's only maybe 100-meter walk. So how much is that? Oh, congratulations, R. Brownstein. What are you celebrating? Oh, it's your 3-year anniversary. Well, congrats to you. That's awesome. Hopefully you have a good one. Congrats. But Monty, his little arms, well, Kit Kats ain't that heavy. Buy a shit ton of Kit Kats. Or maybe you should reconsider his boycotts because you can't boycott one thing and not boycott another because that's just picking and choosing. If you're going to boycott a company because you don't like their business practices, then boycott all the companies that have that same exact or similar business practice. You can't be eating Kit Kats. And then it's made by Nestle Canada, as if Nestle Canada hasn't had any controversies in the past. Thank you, Blistoff. Very appreciate it. Thank you so much. Peetz is what happens when you can't be bothered to take part in your own life. Yes, he was very neutral to a lot of things, especially when she said, "Hey, we're moving." He's like, "Okay, cool." Did he know what his bedroom would have looked like? Nope. Did he care? Nope. He didn't care about anything. He was just there for the ride. Is Pete's boycotting Twitter since Musk took it over? No, he has been just slandering this, just trying to drag Elon Musk, Mehmet Oz. Who else has he been dragging? Ye, but he calls Kanye Ye. I don't know why. It's Ye, as in Kanye. He's been dragging the Florida governor. He's been dragging so many people that he just doesn't like. Pia, thank you, Pia, for the super sticker. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yeah, he's been dragging Drake for some reason, saying Drake has been caught up in some sort of like predatory ring. I'm like, if you're gonna say stuff like that, please provide evidence and not just say and drag somebody's name through the mud like that. Like that just doesn't work. Thank you, Charlie's mom. Yeah, he was. Yeah, he like I said, Mehmet Oz. He was dragging Dr. Oz. Oh yeah, Mark Zuckerberg. He was dragging Mark Zuckerberg again. But yeah, he's not gonna boycott Twitter. And maybe if they do the $8 a month payment, maybe he will. But for Pete's is all over Twitter. Do you like Drake's new album? Uh, yeah, I'm a Drake fan. I'm from Toronto. Honestly, never mind. Yep, for sure. Why not? Ah, man. So, what can I say? I agree with Pete's on Musk, Kanye, and Oz. Really? What is your agreement with Pete's on Musk, Kanye, and Oz? Please tell me, cause I really want to know. What are you in agreement with? If I hear Elon Musk one more time, I'm boycotting Twitter. I'm not even on it, right? So, if I was supposed to formulate a game plan, what would I do? And let me be honest, I would never be in this situation in the first place because, like I said, I would never have quit my job. There's tons of other options out there before you quit your job. You could say, "Hey, I need another 6 months off work." Or another year off work, but you still keep your job that is full time, and they either will accept or deny it. And if they try and fire you because you want time off work, especially when you're dealing with mental health issues, I just get a lawyer and then I would get a settlement. Why am I just willy nilly quitting my job when there's so many options to me? I'm in a mental health crisis. I need either months or a year or even 2 years off of work. And I'm just going to tell them that. If they say yes, great. If they say no, I'm just going to get a lawyer and the lawyer will handle it, because if they fire me, then I can argue and maybe get a substantial settlement that could tide me over. Like the worst thing he could have ever done is literally quit his job. Look what Foodie Beauty did when they fired her from her, what was it, the scheduling position at the hospital. She was dealing with a specific doctor. Or was it doctors? Didn't she get a settlement? She did, right? So then why would he just willy nilly just quit? Like it makes zero sense to me. Zero. I watched my kids watch Drake in Degrassi, so it's hard to view him seriously. But he was Jimmy. Come on. A fun fact: he was the second person from Degrassi that got mentioned in a fictional series that he was a fictional character in that also was a real world character, as in the first person was the Vampire Diaries lead actress, because she played a fictional character in Degrassi and then got mentioned in Degrassi as a real world character, and Drake was the second one. But yeah, game plan would be, I gotta call my mom, I gotta call my brother, and I would be very straight up. I'd be like, hey, mom, brother, I think there's gonna be a problem come December the 1st. I probably won't be able to make the rent. Here's what's going on. Foodie Beauty got married, and I believe either she will not be willing to pay the rent for December, or if she is, her husband probably will have a problem with it. So what can we do? Maybe his brother will move in, maybe not. Maybe his mother will be like, okay, well, I do have a little bit of money, here's it, but you gotta move out of there or find a roommate. The place is maybe too expensive, so maybe you should go in like a 1 or 2 bedroom basement or something, or move back to Cornwall and rent a basement so we're all close together and we can survive together. True, Lindsay. Manda says, what is the situation with his brother? If his mom is not in a position to help, I have to wonder why family isn't helping. His brother lives with a girlfriend that is his roommate that they get into constant fights with. So then wouldn't that be a situation where, hey, maybe his brother would find it better to move out? Fluff says, move your mom in the villa, Peetz. That could be an option, but I would I don't know. It depends on the specific situation. Is his mom comfortable doing that, especially when she might need a greater amount of care? And then you have to keep the place clean, because that's another thing. Because she might be susceptible to infections and illnesses if the place is trashy. Because you don't want to be in a place where it's like garbage bags all over the place. You just can't do that. Kelly Wade says his brother is another lazy bum that would make his situation worse. Who knows? He said he could move into his mom's at a push. He did say that. I guess just like what the brother did, stay there. They're supposed to be staying there not on any semi long term basis, but the brother did it, so maybe Peetz will do it as well. Who knows? Exactly, yummy yummy. Okay, mukbangs are awesome, says Monty. I was watching a doc of a Pakistani man on a road trip through the Gulf. It's quite a process to leave the country. Salah or not, things could get interesting. Oh yes, the whole process of leaving the country. Uh Let me look at that, because what is gonna happen with her and that? Okay, okay. All right. Can she leave without her husband's consent? That's what I wanna look up. She is still a citizen of. Actually, she would be able to leave, either, even if it's written in the law that she can't leave. Now, I'm not saying this is true or not, but if I think about this logically, even if it's written in the law in Kuwait that she can't leave without her husband's consent, all she needs to do is just go to the Canadian embassy, explain her situation, and then they'll just house her there and get her the hell out of the country. It might take a while or not, who knows? But it's gonna be uh there might be some politics involved, but there's still an out there. Peetz will never do what he needs to do. It would sure be amazing if he did, though. It would be. Like, you can't keep applying one job at a time, and then when you don't get the job, you're, oh, thank God, that bus ride was gonna be an hour. I'm like, what? Just because you're happy you didn't get the job? Are you kidding me? Yikes. Hey, Nine Lives of Sandy, what's up? How you doing? Fluff says they're not married. It's all bullshit. We're talking about Foodie here, the one who scams every system she lines herself with. It's not real. I hope they get arrested. That is the other thing. A lot of people are saying this, or they seem to not be married. Like, why is he so distant? Is it because he has ulterior motives, or they're just playing? Sexy Black says, I don't think they are in a traditional Islamic marriage. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm not, I'm very uncertain if they're actually married or not. Why haven't we seen his family members? Why haven't we seen pictures from the marriage? You think she'd be showing those off? She shows everything else off. Dot says, if I were Peetz, I would give notice and get out of there. She has no credit to get her own place. He can move in with mom and brother. Brownstein says, if she actually got married, she would want to gush about the wedding. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, there would be pictures, there'd be video. Like, look at what she did with the rings. As soon as she got the ring, she's showing the ring. She's moving her arms to show the ring off. So yeah. That could be why there's no chemistry. True Suzuki. I think they're married. Anyone can wear rings on their. I don't think they're married. Anyone can wear rings on their hard fingers. Okay. Hey, Tip Top. Exactly, our Brownson. Every woman loves to talk about their wedding day, but she is doing the opposite. When asked about the whole wedding day, what does she do? She doesn't talk about it. So, our Foodie Beauty and Salah married? Let's just ask. Yes, no, or maybe. So yeah, there's options for Peetz. Like I said, he could stay with his mom for a while. He could get on social assistance. He could maybe allow his brother to move into the villa and split the rent. Or he could what's the other option? He could even there's 2 bedrooms. Well, he could live in a bedroom with his brother, split in the rent, and then have a third person come in to the second bedroom and they have their second bedroom to themselves. So Foodie Beauty's bedroom with the bathroom is bigger. He could have his bed on one side, he could have his brother on another side, and then at least that end of the rent is done. And then the other half of the rent, which with the rent and utilities would be about 2,200 together, you split that in half, that's 1,100 each. Get somebody for 1,100 for a townhouse in Orleans. That's pretty nice. And they have their own washroom. They have a kitchen, a living room area. Somebody will rent. So there you go. Perfect. I just thought about it. 1,100 on one end, split maybe between his brother and himself. I'm sure they can handle that with the food. And then somebody else pays the other 1,100, or maybe even get somebody to pay like 1,000 or 900 or something. I'm sure she said the villa was 1,600. She said it was 1,775 plus utilities. Rent her room for a month. It'll be a scoop, or maybe a punch in the nose. All that those smells and whatnot. Hey, Diane Woods, welcome. Floria says they could have married at the Syrian embassy, possibly, and registered at Kuwaiti court. That is a possibility. Hey, Key 15 Bay, what's up? Peetz is the leaseholder, says Fluff. Foodie will be the one to leave if Peetz drops his balls. Why did you have to say it like that? Drop in the balls. Has his balls dropped yet? Has his balls dropped yet? You guys are too much with the analogies. All she wanted was Nader to show PDA on camera. She wants it. She does. She totally wants the PDA. But I guess there was a discussion of some sorts, but like no PDA. None whatsoever. Because if you really look at the interaction, and maybe let's say you don't speak English, all you can say is like, oh, that was just my friend, right? That's all you can say. But like, it was just my friend. And you would never be the wiser. because this is kind of getting very dark, very dark. Hey, Jackie G, welcome to the chat. So yeah, that would be my game plan. If I really want to survive, I'd move myself or stay in the smaller room, maybe get another mattress and have my brother stay in the room as well, and then rent out the other room to a third person, and that's how I would survive for now. So at least everything would get paid. I'm sure 3 people can somehow every month come up with 1775 plus utilities. Hey there, Emma K. Tawana says Peetz will wait until the last minute because he knows the is not married. Maybe. But I still think he needs to formulate an action plan. This is like the worst situation ever because you got to tread lightly because now you never know who's going to move first. I would not want to be in this situation, to be honest with you, because then let's say I rent out her room and then something happens to her and then she wants to come back to Canada, but her room's already rented. So what the hell are you going to do? But let's say you don't rent out her room and then she doesn't come back for another 2 months, 2+ months, and then you're stuck paying the rent by yourself, then the best action would have been to rent out the room and move your brother in, or maybe your brother and your mother. So, but you don't know exactly what she's going to be doing because now you can't trust her words. Because if you could trust Foodie Beauty's words, like you would say, let's say you could trust her words and she'd be like, okay, I will definitely pay the rent for December, then I'll be good. Trustworthy. But you can't trust her words because you're not sure if she really would pay the rent for December. And even if she would pay the rent for December, is her husband going to stop her? Like, this is a very bad situation to be in. Because whoever makes the first move could make the right or the wrong move. And then the other person could be screwed. Astronaut Cat says he won't do the necessary cleaning to rent anything. Corgi Love says he needs to move someone in and not rely on her. He does. I think he needs to be independent of her, but then that would mean the destruction of what was a friendship of decades. Because he's known her as long as she's known. Who was it again? What I say? Shannon. Like, it's been 2 decades plus. Hey, Blue Eyes. Welcome to the chat. How are you doing? He's a self-proclaimed procrastinator. Exactly. He is a self-proclaimed procrastinator. He said himself that he's lazy. And that is not a good look, especially in a situation like this. Because, to be honest, I would not want to be in this situation. Because there really isn't any clear answer. Like, he could just maybe lay back and watch whatever happens. Maybe she will pay the rent in December. But if she doesn't, he's shit out of luck. So right now is the best time to start is maybe looking for somebody who wants to rent a room now rather than later. He isn't even giving her the D. People, come on, something is up. Yeah, the only D he's giving her is debt. You think so? Susie says she's gonna throw him under the bus just like she did to Shannon. True. Runs in circles says they both do things last minute. They do. Tip Top says, according to Sharia law, every penny the woman earns, she gets to keep, but the husband must provide for her. Okay. At least there's that. That's at least a good thing. Yeah. Is he able to provide for her? Manda says, Roman El Roman, roommate B's hot tub streams. You're wrong for that, Manda. Hot tub streaming with Peetz and Roman. Roman, your Peetz. I only learned about the Naked Jess Mess live stream. I feel bad for her. Yeah. Jessica Messica, as of 1 p.m. yesterday, is in a 45-day rehab program. Twitter Times, what's up? How you doing? Can you imagine her not paying the rent and Pete's having to move out by himself? He will go right off the deep end, says Corgi Love. He would. But I'm sure there's people out there in Ottawa. Ottawa is a big enough city of 1 million people. I'm sure out of 1 million people, there's a few beezers that might take um, might help Pete move his stuff to wherever he needs to go. I'm sure the world isn't heartless. There's lots of good people in the world here that will help him out. I'm sure of it. Even though a lot of this situation could have been avoided, even though he does play a lot of fault in his current predicament, but still I can understand why he's in the position he's in, because there's so many factors that have come together to create the situation that is Pete's and Foodie Beauty and not being able to make rent. Can I further say this isn't his first time being ditched by FB? He's been ditched before. Remember the whole BB situation? Remember they were living together before, and then he got left and was out on his own renting a room. I also believe he rented a basement as well. Yeah. Yes, the ponies floating in the hot tub. Ooh, there you go. Pony time. Peetz is relying on one of the most unreliable people in Canada. Exactly. Who would have thought this would have gone like this? Didn't people actually say this is going to happen sooner or later? It's kind of like Shiny and Rev sooner or later. Shit was going to hit the fan. No shit has hit the fan. Janine says Peetz is naive to think she had his back like she always claimed. Exactly. We've seen multiple instances. Remember when it was in the crisis last year? What did she do? She literally went to go and see Nader. I remember the sweater she was wearing. She was pissed, and then the next day she decided, "Oh shit! A lot of people are pissed off at me because I went to see Nader. Let me take Pete to what's that lane called that they like to go on to see all the Christmas lights? I forgot what it is, but if somebody tells me it's the street that you see all the Christmas lights that she likes to go to, then you can guys can remind me. Hey, Pepsi Lady, you're never late. You can always watch the replay. The real unholy trinity of roommates, Pete's, S-Jam, and Roman taking over the villa. S-Jam could do all the cooking. Right, there you go. S-Jam could do the cooking. They could be the Belly Boys. They could be the Belly Boys. Maybe I could even make the song, but like, Belly Boys are back. Belly Boys are back. And then you see like S-Jam doing the stomach. Belly Boys are back. Cammy says Pete needs a manager. He could navigate this so much better. He just doesn't have it in him. He never turn on her and spill the tea. Yeah, like he is passive aggressive sometimes, but it's not like he's tea spilling. Yes, Taffy Lane. Thank you, Chatty Cathy. Thank you so much. It was Taffy Lane. She left him to his own devices. People were horrified at the situation that at any time he could unalive himself. She was over there with Nader at the trap house last year, and then the very next day, she decided to try and quelch the anger from people. And yeah, took him to Taffy Lane as if that is something. Like anything could have happened to Pete. The best thing she should have done was stay there for her friend that's been there for her. At any moment, he could have spilled the tea. Look at what everybody else is doing. Roman spills the tea all the time. S Jam spilling the tea all the time. Everybody else has spilled the tea except for Pete's. Everybody. How's my audio? Hopefully it's still good. I've had issues yesterday with StreamYards messing up my audio. Salah is asking members to change their pictures if he sees yeah, he blocked. Yes, I did see that. Until he changed the pic. Yes, exactly. I did see that. Okay. How's my audio? Oh boy. Okay, we're having the same issues that StreamYard had yesterday. Oh, okay. Yeah, they're gonna have to credit me something for this because this is not okay. Yeah, sorry about that. It's StreamYards. It keeps kicking my mic out every single time. It was happening all day yesterday. It's happening again. All right. So I was saying it seems like the mic is rubbing against something, sir, but that everybody, it seems StreamYards is having issues. And I'm sure a lot of other people have probably found it that, yeah, I think it's fair enough he asked them to change their pics of his fake wife. Yeah, I guess so, tip top. So yes, thank you, Oranges Oranges. Smash that like button, everybody. Thank you, Marie, for loving the hat. Really appreciate it. Hey, Scout Finch, did I say hello to you? If not, welcome. So yeah, there's a lot of changes that Salah has made in terms of taking control of his wife's situation. A lot of his wife's situation. Like Tip Top says, the wife, whatever the wife makes, um, as per Sharia law, she should keep because he's actually supposed to be the one to provide for her. So I asked this question 15 minutes ago. Are Foodie Beauty and Salah married? And over half of you say no. A quarter of you say yes. The rest is maybe. Is another 2.0? Well, yeah, some people say so. Freedom Deep says, Foodie hacking streamers from Kuwait Monty, don't you dare talk about my husband. Yala. Did I see fake DD's comment on Salah's latest video? I did see that. She likes it the most. But Foodie won't do research, so if he tells her she needs to give him the money, she will. Yeah, of course. Even if she did her research and she knew, she is not gonna say no because this is what she wants, a tall guy that's attractive in her life. Also, there's still the problem of the bankruptcies 2013 and 2018, as someone had researched. The latest one has not been discharged, so that is going to be a problem because you cannot sponsor somebody without your bankruptcy being discharged. So the as somebody has looked into it, the official bankruptcy records in Canada are compiled by the Office of the Superintendent of Bankruptcy Canada, the OSB, and are public record. So she's had 2 bankruptcies, which is a lot for somebody so young. And as per immigration, you will not be eligible to sponsor anyone if you have declared bankruptcy and have yet to be discharged. So there's that. Yeah, it's her second bankruptcy. So there's that as well. That's going to stop her. Plus the taxes. She has to be up to date on her taxes. There's just a lot of things that she needs to do. Peps Lady says, Monty, that's right. She never paid lawyer or the judge said no. Just Curious says, hey, what's up? Hey, Just Curious. Sure. Shiara says, nice to meet you. What's your zodiac? Ooh, you want my zodiac sign? Is that it? Trying to match with me? I'm a Taurus. How about that? I don't know my sun and moon though, so you're gonna have to tell me. She's in for a rude awakening, exactly. That's why she has bad credit. She never finished her BR. Exactly, it's not discharged. All in all, she is too old to act this silly, says Janine. How long do Canadian bankruptcies take to discharge? I actually have no idea because that is not part of my realm. Bankruptcies discharge long. Okay. It says 9 months for the first time bankruptcies and up to 36 months for second time. Oh, wow. So it's 9 months your first time, 3 years your second time. So her second one was in 2018, the 29th of November 2018. So just about now it should be discharging. Right, Pepsi? Oh well, she's in for a lot of rude awakenings. I love it that she talks about going to the beach. I'm like, going to the beach, just because you're by the beach and you look at the beach doesn't mean you actually went there. At least go on the sand, at least put your toes in the water and whatnot. She has never matured, so she'll always act 15. True. Our Pepsi lady is in disagreement with me. So I looked at nomordebts.org and it said the Canadian bankruptcy discharge process or timeline can take 9 months for the first time bankruptcies and up to 36 months for second time bankruptcies. Pepsi lady is in disagreement and says that it's only a few months once your lawyer is paid. Was that your first time, Pepsi lady? I filed bankruptcy. I know how it works. I'm in New Jersey, though. Okay, so that's New Jersey. So that might also factor into differences. But like I said, as per this website, it's only a few months for your first time, but up to 3 years for your second. Do you think she included her taxes? Who knows? Who knows? Lindsay, Lindsay, Lindsay. I don't know. Martha is staring at me. Where is her Burlington? I don't know what you mean, Burlington. I wonder if her aunt could or would sponsor him. I don't know. Doesn't her aunt still have her boyfriend that she's been with for a while? I'm sure her aunt's probably looking into sponsoring her own boyfriend that's in Jamaica that she's not going to see for quite some time right now. Hey, my inspiration. Good morning. I'm at Planet Fitness on the elliptical watching. Well, thank you, my inspiration, for watching. I really appreciate you. Hey, Balanced Opinion. What's up? She acts like a child with a toy from McDonald's. Yes, 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 she does. So yeah, bankruptcy, taxes, lack of funds is also a problem. It's not like she has assets that she can liquidate. And who had 47K in liabilities in 2018? Holy crap. That's pretty substantial, I would say, for her. That's not discharged yet. Well, that is quite a lot. So, hey, whatever happens, happens. I still like the cream inside of Salah's Honda. It looks really nice. I think it's his Honda and they didn't rent. Maybe they did rent. I don't know. Hey, EP. What's up? Good morning. Where's the auntie source of income from? I believe she retired early. Hopeflow says there's zero chemistry between them. There is. There's zero chemistry whatsoever. There's like a wealth of distance. Wealth, a huge wealth of distance. But hey, Monty, and let's not forget she put Peetz in debt. Exactly, she did put Peetz in debt, so that's need to be cleared up. There might be an ugly situation going on between Peetz and Foodie Beauty if things don't go well. Auntie has COPD, hasn't worked in years. Yes. Mary says they look like cousins to me, as in Salah and Foodie, cousins that meet only for the holidays and the parents force them to sit together. True. Maybe Salah is just her new YouTube manager. Maybe he is in some sort of way of using her money. That's it. Free Arab in a box from Burger King. Okay. Hey, Oh, nice. I balanced opinion. You got the job done. 4 interviews for it. They called me today, and it's a 6K increase from my last salary. Congrats to you, a balanced opinion. That's awesome. 4 interviews, huh? That's really cool. Dot says she won't ever dump Pete. She needs him to babysit the cats. But I think she's also gonna dump the cats. Hey, taking my spirit back. That's the thing. Because if I really put myself in Foodie Beauty's situation, she's talked not in the best terms when it comes to her cats, especially BBJ. I think she will get rid of her cats for a man. I'm just gonna be straight up with it. Like that seems like what she would do. Get rid of the cats, or abandon the cats rather is a better term. Abandon them if push comes to shove for Salah. Exactly. Choose happiness. She's gonna do anything for that man. Period. Hey RB Dove, welcome. And I don't see her situation ending well. It's literally like a 90-day fiance, right? Like you see somebody doing all these bad decisions, doing wrong to somebody, as in, she's doing wrong to Pete, but then in time the karma comes around and gets her because she can do wrong to Pete, but then it's clear that her situation is not going to work out because look at how the interactions have been. It's not a husband and wife interaction. Just Curious says, I would love to know Natter's opinion on this. Lol. Wait, what about the 1 month last month? What do you mean last month in terms of like rent? Bring back messy Foodie? Alas, Foodie has changed. Whatever happens, happens. Still needs to come back to Canada within 3 months. Exactly. So whatever Pete's does, it's either there's still going to be a place. If there isn't a place, she'll come back to Canada, but she can stay at her uncle. He has a room for her, or she can stay at her mom. Hey, Sarali. Oh, the rent. I guess she paid the rent for November. Okay, audio is crapping out again. 1 second. All right, I think we should be fine again. I am so sorry about these continued audio issues. I'm gonna have to speak. I'm gonna have to speak to StreamYards about this. All right, there we go. Spoken to StreamYards. All right. Oh, Celebrity Juicer, thanks for listening. Appreciate you. Last month's rent just means you don't pay rent for the last 30 days. You live in the rental unit, so you have the money in your pocket. You don't pay rent. No on hands anything back to you. True. Well, like I said, we'll see what happens. Hopefully, Pete's makes the best decisions. We shall see. She'll see what happens. Hopefully, makes the best decision. What I say right now is one of the best things for him to do is actually talk about his situation with his parents. Sorry about that, Tip Top. That's me speaking with StreamYards about their ongoing situation with the audio and video. Pete needs to beat her at her game. Exactly, Jackie. Pete does. Yes, the balls need to drop exactly, Fluff. No worries, Tip Top. Hey, thumbs up, everybody. DC Media Girl is going on in a few minutes. Lola says he needs a job. That's the thing, though. He keeps applying to these places where the chances of him getting a job is slim to nil. Why are you applying at a library knowing you don't even have a degree? You don't have a BA. You have a 2-year diploma. Libraries, people are saying you at least need a master's. Plus, he doesn't have any experience. So no experience, no master's, not even a bachelor of arts, 2-year diploma, yet he's applying to libraries. He has experience in customer service. He doesn't want to do customer service. Like, make it make sense. How does he expect to survive when the odds are against him? Like, I if I didn't like customer service and I have experience, I would still apply to customer service. Go to school. Maybe that should be one of his options. Rent a place, maybe get a loan from the bank, go to school, and then figure your life out. Go to school, get your degree. Maybe do something else. There was a thing in Canada called second career, where the government would send you to school for free because you're trying to plow through a new path, a new career in life. So the government would give you up to $28,000 for what would be called a second career. So it's for people that had jobs, work in one field, and wanted to change into another. He could have applied for that. Also, he definitely needs new job skills. He does. Exactly. Oh, okay, cool. Oranges for oranges. You love all the Capricorns in the chat. Exactly. So yeah, I think Pete's does have options. He just needs to act on them. Like I said, customer service isn't that bad. He can literally go and work from home. He doesn't need to travel. And then he was applying to a bookstore an hour away. I'm like, one thing, he doesn't like to travel, so why put yourself through the torture? I think maybe after a month, maybe 2 or 3, he probably would quit. So just work from home. If he works from home as well as do his YouTube stuff, he could make enough money to feed himself and house him. Who is the woman she posted on her community post? Really? Okay, let me check this out. I haven't seen this. Oh, yeah, it's perfectly imperfect. Charlene. That's who she's posted. All right, let's go for it. He did work from home, remember? He did, exactly. So I think that would be a perfect situation. Yeah, so he has options, like I've said. My birthday's in 6 days. That's awesome, Jessica. My audio has static again. Okay. Let me switch it back. Transcribing jobs are good if you want to work at home. Very true. He needs a roommate. He does, Ziggy. Uh Chat, I'm asking, has anybody else that's been streaming have any issues with audio lately when it comes to StreamYard? Has any other creator, reactor said that they've had issues with StreamYard's audio? Right, Melizzy and Mimi. Happy early birthday, Jessica. I guess I'm gonna have to sing you happy birthday when the time actually comes. Is it that? Nah, I think it is StreamYards. I'm gonna switch my audio again. Okay, yes, yesterday I had to get out of stream. Okay, so another creator had audio issues with StreamYards, or you haven't heard any others complain? I need to walk to the corner grocery and start applying there. Nothing wrong stacking groceries. Okay, yeah, exactly. He could. There's a lot of jobs around that he could do. Like I've said, he just needs to assert himself and stop complaining that he has to carry heavy groceries with a couple minutes walk. Like that is nothing. That is literally nothing you should be complaining about. Of course, your groceries going to be heavy if you buy a lot of groceries. Whoa, what do we have here? Elon Musk ends remote work at Twitter, warns of troubles ahead. Really? So Twitter is no longer doing what, remote work? Wow. Lindsay says they're hiding our Twitter. He doesn't know the code. Right, Mary? But he's never doing that again. So says Pete's never doing that again. Okay. Pete's, you need groceries unless you want to spend extra money to have it delivered, which I wouldn't do, especially in a situation like that. Because think about it. Why would I ever be in a situation where there's a possibility I won't be able to pay my rent, but yet I'm spending extra money on Uber or deliveries? No, I'm gonna walk to get my meals and get meals that I can make for cheap. Like I would make my meals, I would get my meals daily, I would do whatever I need to do to survive. LV Raider Girl says, yeah, Elon is pissed. They held his feet to the fire on buying Twitter. He's gonna make big changes now. True. Normal adults don't think like that. Exactly, Fluff. Anyways, hell yeah, Elon is really tossing. True. So, hopefully Pete's does the right thing. Like I said, he has a rough path ahead of him. I wouldn't want to be in his situation because it's a very tough decision. And it's either he's going to make the right or wrong decision. And there's actually no clear right or wrong decision. And I'll explain why. Because, like I've said in the stream, if he gets a roommate right away and Foodie Beauty does come back, then would you consider that the wrong decision? Some people might. Other people might consider that actually the right decision because screw Foodie Beauty. Or let's say he doesn't rent the place and she doesn't come back, then he's screwed. But if he doesn't rent the place and she comes back, then it's okay. Or if she pays the rent, it's okay. It's just a really, really bad situation, whether or not she's going to pay the rent and you can't trust her word for it because she could easily just not send anything. Oh, I see. Ziggy. Does Peetz have Twitter? He does. She will be back home by November 30th, says Pepsi Lady. I think there's a high chance she'll be back home by the end of the month. Money is running out and other things. I think there's a lot of factors here. So yeah, I do believe that it's highly likely that she could be back in another 3 weeks. She rode a camel yesterday. She said that she was gonna ride a camel. So we're gonna have to see how flows whether or not she rides this camel. Well, what I will do right now is I will depart. DCMG is live right now, so let me take off. What I will do is I'll be back later. So Ziggy says, me too. I think she'll be home for December the 1st. Yeah, I think a lot of things are going to unravel in the next couple of weeks. I think there could be a fight about paying the rent or not paying the rent between herself and Salah. If not, herself and Peet's. There's just too many things here. Like, I wouldn't think this would be a problem if she was making the type of money she was making before. Then she could just pay for everything, but she's not. She's not committing the time and energy to make the money she was before. So, like I said, whatever happens, we got another 3 weeks to find out. And if she pays the rent, she pays the rent. If she doesn't, then Pete's formulate an action plan. Anyways, smash that like button, people. I will see you later. Maybe I'll make a video. or do a live stream, but I'll be back. You know how it is with me. Thank you so much. And I might cooking tonight. I'll try. I'll try and cook. If not, I'll probably do a video about something. But I'll try and cook tonight. Take care of yourselves, everybody. Have a good one. Bye bye.